What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Starfield. Now, I think that... Hello. Yeah, I think that we're finally managing to get some comparison to notes or whatever.
Consider it done.
Or, jeez. We're finally managing to at least get into the archives so we can compare certain
that
records.
Must make you my Vanguard captain.
Hello.
Welcome to Interstellar Affairs.
Okay.
I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
I was
Welcome.
also told the president
No
wants us to
problem.
get you into the Armistice archives ASAP.
So, what's
we've
next?
got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct?
No, not really.
Someone paid attention in current events.
No, I
So,
didn't. I
then
just
you
guessed.
also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players.
Alright.
Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories.
Okay.
UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people.
So,
the
am I just
ambassadors
gonna...
of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to
Again,
hand over
am
their
I gonna-
codes. Get them both,
No,
and
I don't
you'll
even
have
know
your
why I
data.
try.
But that's a lot easier said than done.
Okay.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay.
However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now,
Touche.
I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean
So...
cooperate. Threats and violence
Man.
are off the table here.
Fine.
Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with.
Alright,
Who
let's
do you
do
want
this
to
then.
start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Let's go with Balmore first.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
That's so.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
What?
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again.
Oh,
But
okay.
claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
That's kind of confusing then.
It does, but there's a concern.
How so?
We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
Oh.
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out.
That's kind of
Scans
bad.
of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his
Oh, no.
duties under the armistice.
That's not good. Okay.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the
what?
attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Radcliffe.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe.
Ooh,
She's a
that's
veteran
definitely probably
of
going to
the
be worse.
Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now,
At least everyone has
officially,
one.
Our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Granted, that person
Use
that
her
makes my life
experiences
difficult
as
is
a member
myself,
of the
so...
military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened.
Sure,
But my
but-
suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living
That-
quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
That's concerning,
Getting
actually.
caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
Ooh, okay.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Sounds fun.
All right. Here,
Oh boy.
your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
Ooh, okay.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask.
All right, I might be back
suggest
later.
you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind.
All
Be
right.
smart out there, Captain.
This is gonna take a while then, and not only with traveling, but also the whole idea of just trying to convince someone. I can barely convince myself of some stuff sometimes. All right, whatever. I was gonna say something, but then I forgot. I question how I'm even a functioning human at this point. Alright, sorry about that. I'm constantly trying to get thumbnails. I should really start talking through the process of doing. Yes, I am.
Find the ambassador in her office. Go
Alright.
on through.
Thank you. Hopefully this is honestly gonna be a lot easier. Because, quite frankly, I don't know.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
Okay, thank you. Hopefully. Oh,
As in more than one?
okay.
All that security and they still can't protect their own space.
Yeah, I knew that this was gonna happen.
Fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course,
Huh?
ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me.
Could you not hear
Are
from
you
the?
supposed to be in here?
Yes.
You're allowed 3 places. Conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office. You set foot anywhere else, there's going to be problems.
Okay. Well, this is an office, so
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
yes.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about.
Yes, thank
The
you.
eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport.
Uh,
You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives.
I would do it again, I
Now,
guess.
He also mentioned that maybe it was just a bad connection. That now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy. In order to protect
Well,
us
to be fair, this
I can only
this
presume
is.
you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous.
Well, obviously,
Not
but
be
at the
one
same time.
responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours and go?
This is not going to end well. Hang on, let me just be myself.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me.
This is not going to end well.
Understood. I'm listening.
I don't do persuasions very often.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
Okay. 2 more turns.
You think this is about a grudge?
It could be.
This is about safety, and that's not something I take lightly.
Really?
Less than a generation.
Oh boy.
Captain, I'm sorry.
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to go with the, go with something else. Alright, what's up?
That woman is an absolute...
Yep.
Sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right?
Yep.
You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky.
You honestly probably did.
And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
Eh.
Heard that, huh? The ambassador likes to treat us like family. She doesn't care for most of them either.
That's...
Look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
Okay.
You want to work with me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why don't we talk somewhere?
Okay. This is not exactly gonna be easy. Also, you know, and I'm not even gonna question. Are they gonna be mad that I'm coming down here with you? You know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. And I should probably come back when I actually get stuff done.
A few moments later.
It appears that we have what we need. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I shall kindly convince her.
Did I not make myself abundantly
Nope.
clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archive.
Really now?
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really now?
No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. I'd be...
You'd
Look,
be, okay.
I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no?
Yep, it is pretty
so
much.
perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
That would be nice.
Good.
Alright, so what's the code?
I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will.
Yep, okay.
In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole
Okay.
proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious.
That's understandable.
And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes.
Well, yeah, that's
But those two items should be enough to allay any suspicions. Good. Okay, let's go get you your access.
Thank you. Now all that's left is a new. Okay. It's kind of rude that she just barged in on our meeting. Oh, we left the door open. Oh well. Now then. Okay. I think from this point, I'm just going to be ending it here. I hope you
Tell me
enjoyed.
it should only take
Please
a
consider
moment.
liking and subscribing. Have a good day, and bye.